2011 was one of the greatest showdowns ever between Messi and Ronaldo. We had Messi doing one of the coldest walks ever recorded on camera after Barca trashed Madrid 5-0.
That is one massive stride.
But Ronaldo would get his get back in the Copa del Rey finals, famously making Shakira regret her choice of a husband and maybe even which team she supported.
Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo!
This season was an all-out brawl, but which one of these legends had the better individual season if we exclude trophies and just look at raw numbers and individual performances on the pitch? Well, to find out, we are going to rate their performances on a week-by-week basis for the whole season, using a boxing-style points system. I think you'd agree that goals and assists aren't equal, nor are penalties, tap-ins, and goals where you have to beat several players to score. And this is why we have a system, so pay attention to the rules. You'll get 3 points for dribbled goals and shots from outside the box, 2 points for tap-ins, headers, and 1v1 versus the keeper, and penalties get 1.5 points. Assists get 1 point, but if it's an exceptional assist, it can go up to either 1.5 or 2 points. Solo goals, free kicks, and long-range goals get 4 points each. You also get 1 bonus point for head-to-head wins and knockout stage goals. You also get 0.5 bonus points to add to your open play goal points against the top 5 teams in the league, and also the top 5 ranked teams from the top 5 leagues in the UCL. But if I see that a goal is offside, I won't give it a point. Now, the league will be broken up into 4 rounds, 10 games per round, and the 4th round will have 8 matches because it's 38 games. And as usual, I'll explain the Champions League system when we get to it. So now that you know the rules, buckle up, because the results of this one will definitely shock you.
The youngest player to win it twice.
So coming fresh off his Ballon d'Or win, Messi thought Ronaldo had 2 chances of beating him.
I said, you don't have but 2 chances, slim and none.
But you already know Ronaldo's mentality.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
Right out the gate, these two began to feel each other out. 5 games in, and Ronaldo only registered 1 goal. And Messi, who usually is a fast starter, had only 2. Now, Ronaldo's first goal was a penalty, which came in the 3rd game, but he also had 3 assists to add to it. His first assist is a casual pass, only worth 1 point, but his second was a deflected free kick. But since they gave the goal to Pepe, I'm gonna give Ronaldo 1.5 for this assist, since free kick goals are 4 points, and he did most of the work anyways. These days, Ronaldo was playing a hybrid role of a winger and a striker, who would stay wide to take people on and create opportunities, but he'd drift into the box when the ball is on the other wing. So he wasn't a dead striker as many people believe. So it's not surprising to see him pull off 1.5 point assists like this one, because his job was also to help create goals. And I think it's a good time to mention that almost only sideway pass assists that happen in the box will be rated 1 point. True balls, crosses, and other exceptional plays will be ranked higher. Now, Messi actually scored in his first game. He got the ball about 45 yards out and burst forward, chipping the keeper to land a maximum 4 points right out the gate. He also assisted from a corner to pick up 1.5 points. Now, like Ronaldo, many people have misconstrued Messi's playing style as mainly a dribbler and playmaker, but that's not the case, because Messi is a master of reading the game and anticipating where the ball will be, and he scores a lot of goals this way. So let me show you. His second goal came against Atletico. He was positioned at the edge of the box, but showed great anticipation to get in acres of space to score the first tap-in of the season, getting 2 more points. But unfortunately, he was injured in the Atletico game, which forced him out for 2 weeks. And this means halfway through round 1, we have Messi taking an early lead with 7.5 points, and Ronaldo right behind him with 5.5 points. Now this is where things start to heat up. Messi returned to help Barca pull off a draw against Mallorca, smashing in a curler from the edge of the box, an easy 3 points. Against Zaragoza, he used that amazing anticipation again to evade the defense and score an easy 1v1, 2 more points. But he wasn't done. In the second half, he made his way into the box and used that anticipation again to rifle home the rebound. His anticipation so far has been sublime, and it's something not many people notice about Messi's game, because we're used to him dribbling all the time. And he'd do it again against Sevilla, anticipating where the ball might land and reacting the quickest to fire home 2 more points. For his second goal of the match, he won the ball in the middle of the field and ran all the way to the edge of the box to finish a precise shot. Everything he did was coming off. Even a simple pass like this turned into an assist as Villa scored an absolute stunner. I'm gonna give Messi 1.5 point for this assist, because he did beat 2 players to create the space for Villa. Now his final game of the round was against Getafe. His first goal was a bit tricky to score, because he did start the play by beating 2 players and played a great through ball. The finish was definitely a tap-in, but because he was the one who started the play, I think I'll have to rank it as a dribble goal, which is 3 more points. He had 2 assists, One was a through pass and the other was basically a tackle that fell to Pedro, so that's 2.5 points, bringing an end to Messi's first round, which saw him accumulate 28.5 points, and I'll put the point breakdown on screen. Seeing Messi's ridiculous performance and having only one goal in 5 games, Ronaldo went into the second half of the round like an absolute animal. A bullet header right out the gate against Deportivo, and he celebrated his first open play goal like a beast. And seeing Messi's 2 solo goals, Ronaldo basically said, "I can do that too." He got the ball on the wing and nutmegged the defender with his first touch, then drove forward to finish with his weaker foot just to show off. In his next match against Malaga, he took it up a notch. First, a beautiful cross to assist the first goal, 1.5 points. He then scored his first tap-in minutes later, an easy 2 points. He then converted a penalty and closed out the day by beating the defender to set up the final goal of the game. So far, he was on 18 points, with 3 games to go to catch Messi. So you already know he was going to pull up to Santander hungry for goals. It only took him 14 minutes to fire home his first with great anticipation. The second one was almost identical to the first goal. The third was the best anticipated goal so far. The defender fouled him while he was going full speed, but he still had the presence of mind to slow down and change direction in a split second to score again. He finished the match with a penalty to register 4 goals in a single game and secured 7.5 points. With this, Ronaldo went into his final 2 matches of the round with 25.5 points, needing 3.5 to pass Messi. Against Hercules, he took on a long-range shot that was spilled by the keeper, and Di Maria latched on to score. This gave Ronaldo 1 point for that assist. In the 81st minute, he scored a rebound off Benzema's shot to secure 2 more points, and now he was tied with Messi on 28.5. But before the clock struck 90 minutes, he read the defender's positioning and anticipated the pullback to finish the game with 2 goals and an assist. He did not score or assist in the final game against Atletico, so he ended the round with 30.5 points. So at the end of round 1, we have Ronaldo with 30.5 points, and I'll put the breakdown on screen. Messi had 2 less games in this round, so if you're a Messi fan, don't worry, you'll see how absences play out later on in the video. The Clásico was only 3 weeks away, and none of these guys were about to duck this fate. In the build-up to the Clásico, Messi turned Villarreal and Almeria into his punching bags. He pulled off this outrageous goal against Villarreal, the definition of tiki-taka. The next goal was a tap-in. But against Almeria, he had a hat-trick and 2 assists. One goal was from outside the box, and the other 2 were tap-ins. He had the first 2-point assist of the season as well, carrying the ball from his own half to set up Bojan, and the other assist was a simple pass. Starting round 2 with 16 points in 2 games. But keep in mind that I can't show every goal and assist or I'll get copyrighted, so moving forward, I'll score some of these off screen. Ronaldo also had a great start to the round, because in the game before the Clásico, he hit a hat-trick. One goal was from outside the box, then a powerful free kick, followed up by a penalty, and that's 8.5 points going into the Clásico. On November 29th, these 2 walked out as the 2 best players in the world, but only one would walk away with a smile after the game. The Clásico quickly became a disaster for Madrid. Barcelona was just too strong and they couldn't contain Messi. He didn't score today, but he was deeply involved in the build-up to every goal. He did record 2 assists, though both were true balls, and the second one was so good that I have to give it 2 points. Ronaldo just didn't show up today. He had a few moments, but nothing really happened for him. But one thing was for sure though, at this point, Messi was in the lead, both on the pitch and with points. He was up 20.5 points just 3 games into round 2, and Ronaldo was still stuck at 8.5. For the rest of the round, Messi showed no mercy, recording 6 goals and 8 assists in 6 games, which add up to 26 points, and I'll put the goal types and point breakdown on screen. Messi had an offside assist against Espanyol, so he didn't get a point for that. But at the end of round 2, he accumulated 46.5 points, which is absolutely nuts. With just 8.5 points so far and 7 matches to go, Ronaldo have a mountain to climb. He gave a valiant effort, recording 8 goals and 1 assist, which might not be enough. But let's analyze the goal contributions to see how many points they get. Alright, so after round 2, Messi held a 75 points lead and Ronaldo trailed with 61.5 points as we approached round 3. At this point, Ronaldo was getting cooked hard because he was going through a small goal drought since that Clásico defeat, and the situation only got worse from here. He was injured for 3 games and subbed off in another, which means he only played 6 full games, 2 of which he failed to score in, which means in the entirety of round 3, he had just 5 goals and 2 assists. So take a look at the breakdown. This slip-up from Ronaldo gave Messi a chance to extend his lead, and you know he was going to take it, putting up 25.5 points, and here's his goal breakdown. The creative side of Messi's game was giving him a huge edge over Ronaldo at this point, because even when he didn't score, he kept landing multiple assists in other matches to keep landing points on the board, and his form was just impeccable, treating the best teams like child's play. And by the time round 3 was over, he was already up 100 points, which means if Ronaldo wanted to beat him, he needed to put up 24.5 points to tie it, plus outscore him with 8 games left left. An impossible task on paper, but just look at what happened in the final round. An explosive dribble right out the gate to get 3 points against Bilbao. He and Messi faced off again in the Clásico, both leaving with a penalty each. He played only 24 minutes in the next 2 games, still struggling with injuries, but when he got back, he smashed 4 past Sevilla, 2 tap-in, 1 dribble goal, and a counter-attack. And he got 2 bonus points because Sevilla is a top 5 team, and he scored 4. Against Getafe, he scored a hat-trick, 1 header, 1 tap-in, and a penalty. Against Villarreal, he struck a brace, which was 2 free kicks, so that's 8 points, and 1 extra point because Villarreal is a top 5 team. In the final match against Almeria, he struck 2 goals and 4 assists, 1 tap-in, then he was fouled, and the ball got passed to Benzema, so 1 point for that assist. Then a rebound dribble shot assist and a true ball. Then he closed out with a solo goal and a cross assist. Ronaldo struck 13 goals and 4 assists to close out the final round, which added up to 41.5 points, an absolutely insane run to close out the season. And he was now at 117.5 points, leading Messi by 17 points with 8 games to go. Messi has been scoring 20-point rounds all season, so 17 points should be a cakewalk. He came out his corner ready to end Ronaldo's title challenge, scoring a penalty to pick up his first 1.5 of the round. Then he'd match that with a cross from a corner. He then tackled the defender, won the ball, and chipped the keeper. That's 3 more points. Against Madrid, he scored a penalty, which was 1.5 more points. And he'd follow that up with a 1v1 to pick up 2 more points against Osasuna. He bagged 1 more point with a deflected assist against Sociedad to make it 10.5 points in 4 games, and Ronaldo was now in clear sight. But this is where it all fell apart. He failed to score in the next 2 games, and for the final 2, he was on the bench for one and out of the squad for the other. After having a huge 24.5 lead and the end of round 3, Messi got knocked out in the final round with Ronaldo scoring 41.5 points. So the Spanish heavyweight championship belt goes to Ronaldo with 117.5 points to Messi's 111. Now don't celebrate or get angry just yet, because we still have 2 big competitions and head-to-head matches to cover. So let's start with the Champions League. Messi averaged almost a goal a game in the tournament, scoring 12 in 13 appearances. He played against 3 top 5 teams from the top 5 leagues and scored 5 goals against all of them, 2 against Arsenal in the round of 16, 2 against Madrid in the semifinals, and 1 against United in the finals. This journey started with complete dominance against Panathinaikos. As for majority of the game, he was playing that creative role in attacking midfield, taking people on and playing 1-2 passes. But he would venture further forward when he sensed an opening, and this way of playing was symbolized in both goals he scored today. One was a well-anticipated run in behind the backline, and the other was created from quick 1-2 touches. But ironically, both assists were identical to the 2 goals. One came from a run in behind that rebound off the post, and the other was from orchestrated quick passes and a beautiful lob over the top. So I'm going to score the first goal as a 1v1 versus the keeper, and the other as a dribble goal, and the first assist 1 point and the other one is 2 points. For the rest of the group stage, he struck 4 more goals, and here's the breakdown. He was drawn against Arsenal in the last 16.
The away dressing room at the Emirates, and look who's here. Xavi, Villa, Iniesta, Lionel Messi.
Despite the massive hype before the game, Arsenal actually shocked the Blaugrana with a 2-1 defeat. Messi created the first goal with this lovely dribble and a true ball to Villa. He basically created and put it on a plate for him, so that's a 2-point assist. In the return fixture, he made sure to repay Arsenal with a brace, which was enough to send Barca to the semis to face Ronaldo. They had a date with Shakhtar in the quarterfinals, but that was light work for Barca. Before the semifinals, another Clásico was scheduled to be played, the finals of the Copa del Rey. In the weeks leading up to this match, Ronaldo was in fine form, because it was the period where he made that round 4 comeback in the league, and he scored this against Milan in the UCL group stage.
Ronaldo! That has gone through the wall.
Leading up to the finals, Messi scored 7 goals and 2 assists, while Ronaldo added 6 goals and 1 assist. They actually met twice before this. Messi won 5-0, and they drew the second encounter, which means it was time for Ronaldo to level the score between them. With a bullet header in extra time, Ronaldo won it from
Goal! Cristiano Ronaldo! A magnificent header!
And the message to Messi was clear. In the semifinals, I'll take everything you own. Messi received Ronaldo's threat, but he was going to answer it on the pitch.
This time, Pep is the boss. But here's Messi. Away from 2, 3, 4. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
With those 2 goals, Messi sent Madrid packing and defeated Ronaldo yet again to move on to the finals, where he'd score to lift the biggest trophy in Europe.
Oh, fabulous! Inevitable.
ending the rivalry with 2 wins for Messi, 2 draws, and 1 win for Ronaldo. But who was the winner on points? Messi also had 3 goals in the Supercopa and 3 assists in the Copa America, and Ronaldo had 2 goals and 1 assist in the Euro qualifiers. Based on calculations across all competitions, Messi finished with 174 points in total, and Ronaldo finished with 171 points. And if you look at ratio, Messi had 61 appearances in all competitions, and Ronaldo had 57, which means they finished with a point ratio of 2.5 and 3.0 respectively. And if we look at overall goal contributions, Messi had 83 in all competitions and Ronaldo had 74, meaning that ratio is 1.36 and 1.30 respectively. So whatever way you look at it, this season is very close when it comes to output. And remember, I'm not using this system to judge who was the better player. We're using it to see who is the most productive with their output.